Hey friends, how goes? How goes? It's a little chilly here, so I decided to put on a hood. Just realized that's not showing what it's supposed to.
Bushtani just redeemed some stitches per second. Come on, do the thing.
Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you. There we go. Hope y'all are having a fantastic day. Hello, hello. Thanks for getting first, Jax. Hello. Hi, Carmel. Thanks, Resh. Hi, True. How are you guys today? I hope you're having a great Friday. All right. So we are going to continue on with this rose, but I also do have the rose that True's grandma, it was your grandma. Pretty sure. Yeah, because it was when your mom was a little girl. That was made in the 1950s. And so I don't know what it looks like. But it is in this bag. And then when I finish this rose, we'll see what this looks like. So, and compare it. And if they're different, which I kind of have a feeling it's going to be pretty different, I'll see if I can try to replicate the rose from 1950s. So this ought to be pretty fun. I'm pretty excited about it. So, woke up feeling sick, so I'm curled up in bed. Oh no, I hope you feel better. I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad you're all curled up. I hope you're comfortable, relax. I can put on some lo-fi if you want. If this is just a little too much, totally can do that. So we can chill out. Let's do that. There we go. Just some chill music. Have a good Friday. But yeah, all right. So let's continue on with this rose. So we did chains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are on row 9. So double crochet 12 chains between each scallop. So I'm going to do an alternate double crochet. Worried about your arms. Oh no. No arms. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let me look back how many rows this pattern actually has. 16. So we're over halfway there. Over halfway. Asthma. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I hope you feel better very soon. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Oh, before I forget, I have next week planned out already, thanks to True and Resh very much. I have a new Lego set. So thank you so much, True and Resh, for this gift. It's very kind of you guys. Y'all are awesome, and I love you. And so I'm so excited. We are going to put this together next week. Today we're still focused on the roses, but I wanted to let you guys know this is really awesome. Thank you so much. So excited. So yeah, but I wanted to put that out there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Spend my whole day alive sleeping. I bet. That's good though. You need to sleep, you need to reset. It's the equivalent of turning it off and turning it back on again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. The human equivalent of turn it off, turn it back on again. Naps. Naps are glorious. But get plenty of rest and feel better. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, already back at the beginning. So we're going to slip stitch here. Alright, we're going to do 1 double crochet and 11 treble crochets and 1 double crochet in each or along each of the chain lists. It also says care must be taken up to this point not to make the chain stitches loose or the rows will lie flat. So we don't want the rows to lie flat. Okay, so I was right. It does need to overlap. Okay, nifty. So we have double crochet. Oh wait, hold on. I need to do... We're going to alternate double crochet so that we can build up to double crochet. Okay. And we're going to do 11 treble crochets. Seems like a lot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And now a double crochet. Had a weird dream, so it was fun. Oh no. Back in my day, there was only the house phone and everyone can listen to your combo through another phone. Yep. Well, hello, Izzy. Welcome back. Doing wonderfully. I hope you're having a wonderful day as well. Glad to see you back. I hope you're having a fantastic day. If you're making a thing or just hanging out, either one, totally cool. We're just chilling. 3. This feels so messy because there's so much space. 3, 4, 5, 6, You have bad news. Oh no! Seven. Are you okay? Eight.
We just made a new
9.
friend. Welcome Blueberry Bean 245.
Welcome, Blueberry Bean. I love your name. Welcome in. Glad to have you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Yay! Oh, that's cool. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 and 11. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Izzy. Anyone like indie rock? Sure, but don't ask me to name a band. I like pretty much most music except for most modern music. Modern pop culture music. I'm really bad at band names though. I'm sorry, Izzy. Well, maybe you guys can reschedule. Two. But I'm always willing to discover a new band, so if you want to have recommendations, that'd be great. I only do the stream free music on here though, so I'd listen to it set aside, so. Magical Snowman puppy songs? What is that? Sounds adorable. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. No.
Just redeem some stitches for emotional damage. Come on, do the thing.
And a double crochet. It'll be okay. You guys can try to get together again later. Life happens, mate. One. 2. This is going to be a massive rose. 3. Kind of feel like I should have used a smaller hook. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 10, 11, and then double crochet. Haven't seen him since Christmas. Oh, I'm sorry. Hopefully you guys can get together real soon. Yay, blanket! Working on Animal Crossing Island. Fantastic. I know that is a bummer, though. I'm sorry. Been reading? Okay. What you been reading? I love books. Ah. Oh, no, you don't. Okay, nice. Which fanfic is your favorite? Five, 6. 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, and a double crochet. Nice. Harry Potter fanfic is funny sometimes, yeah. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Ayazi Hope just redeemed some stitches for hydrate.
7.
Come on, do the thing.
Alrighty. Today's tea is brought to you by Prince of Wales. It is Prince of Wales tea with a little bit of milk and some sugar. It's a very nice black tea. Eight, 9, 10, 11, and double crochet, and we're going to slip stitch. I didn't realize I'd already gotten to the other side, or all the way around. This is going to be massive. Spoopy Skeletons! Hi! Haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Alright, we are in row 11. No, I don't know about that, is he? Nope. Whiskey, hello! How is everybody? Well, now that we got more people here, I got next week planned out. Legos! Thank you, True and Resh. I know I've already said it, but I'm going to say it again. This was donated by True and Resh for me to do. I'm sure either way, you guys knew I was going to do this on stream, but we're going to do it next week. I'm excited. Another Lego set. Okay, row 11. 1 treble crochet, 14 rather loose chains repeat. These trebles must be put in the back of the scallops at a slightly irregular distances so as to make 7 trebles in a row instead of 6 heretofore. I love that it says heretofore. You don't see that word very often anymore. Sorry. Eye itches. Yes, Lego next week. I know, I'm so excited. Totally fun set. It looks like a fun set. I love succulents too. They're fun. I am only doing Thursday next week. Thank you for that reminder. I was going to say something later on today. But yes, next week will only be on Thursday. I will not be in town on Friday, so I will not be here. Haven't been around for a long time because my brother went through major surgery. Oh my goodness. That's very kind of you to take care of him. Well, welcome back. And I hope that it sounds like your brother's doing okay. So I'm glad that he's okay. Fern wants to play, but I don't want to move. Aww. Did that Lego set a few weeks ago. My nephew helped with the part. Nice. Alright, so we're doing treble crochets and 14 rather loose chains is what it says. And we're going to repeat. These trebles must be in the back of the scallops at slightly irregular distances so as to make 7 trebles in the row instead of 6 as heretofore. Okay, so we've got the rows as it stands, sits, lays at the moment, rather wonkily. It overlaps, which is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. I think it could overlap better if it wasn't double crochets instead it was single crochets, but that's okay. So we've got 6 petals going all the way around. Now we're going to move on to 7 petals, and I guess I'll just figure out how to do that. So, let's see. I guess I'll do... It says in the back of the scallop, so I guess that would be a back post. Let's try going, I guess, between... Here, let's turn it this way. Let's go between here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then we're going to come over here. Let's see, I went into in between the first and second, so I guess here I would go between the first. I'll go here. So we'll do that. Flip here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Yes, this is a rose. He'd eat my medicine and I went, oh no. Oh. Your kid is my spirit animal. Alright. Here's the third one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So here's 4. We'll just go right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's go here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wait, what? One, 2, 3. Yes, so I am actually following a so I've never seen this method for crochet rows before. Yes. So this book is from 1890 and I'm actually following a pattern out of it. I took a picture of it and I've got it on my computer. That's what I'm following because I didn't want to keep the book open. I wanted to try to protect it. So this is a really old pattern. So it's going to look kind of funny. It's not going to look the way we think it's supposed to look. So yeah. And then also we have a rose from True's grandma that was crocheted in the 1950s, around 1950. And I don't know what it looks like, but it's in this bag, and we're going to compare and see the difference between 1890 and 1950. And then I'll probably try to figure out how to crochet this rose if there is time left over, which I think there will be because there's 6 rows left of this, so yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. But yeah, this rose is going to look pretty weird because it is a very old pattern. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yay! Okay, I did pretty good about spacing these, I guess. I'm going to go here. And I'm going to put this one in between these 2 stitches. There's a lot of guesswork to this really old pattern, so Yeah. Didn't even answer the quote because I got distracted. Oh, no worries. Yes, Jax, you got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then I'm going to slip stitch into the top of this treble crochet, even though it doesn't actually tell me to do that. But yes, it is a very different rose. So yes, fantastic. All right, so we're gonna do 1 double crochet, 13 treble crochets, and 1 double crochet in each one of those little scallops I just made. So one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Then double crochet. It's a very strange pattern. Really like the riddles, but I normally let others do them. That's okay. You're totally good to answer. Guess the only back in my day story I can think of is the fact that when I was my niece and nephew's age, it took a lot of convincing my parents to let me have a phone. When I got one, I thought it was cool with one of those phones that you slide. Oh, yes. I had one of those too. It was so great, wasn't it? I also had the one that flips up. I actually still have that one. It's over behind these books somewhere. I'm not going to get it. Oh, good. Some orange juice will do you good. Absolutely. I actually did plug it up and it still charged and turned on. I was like, holy cow, this is awesome. Especially since it's been like in an outside storage building for so long. I was really impressed that it still worked. Not climate controlled. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on. 7. 8. 11, 12, 13, and double crochet. My very first cell phone was that Nokia brick, the one that was completely indestructible. There was no texting, and I got it because I had choir practices and I needed to be able to communicate with my mom so that she knew when to pick me up. Nowadays, my niece and nephew got their first phone, a smartphone, mind you, a handful of years ago without much fight with their mother. So back in my day, I had to basically present a PowerPoint as to why I needed a phone. Didn't get a smartphone until I was 14. I didn't get a smartphone until I was a senior in college because that's when they came out. Hands are betraying me today. Oh no. Back in my day, the only acrylic yarns were Red Heart and an even scratchier fake Red Heart. Still have those phones too. My blue one has a cracked screen. I can't see anything. The red one still works fine. Nice. Used my toy phone to convince my mom she could get me one. She should get me one. That's nice. Only commonly ones. Yeah, yeah. Have one black one and a few flip phones that I think still work. Just felt like two grays grow. I know, right? Yeah, I've got my fair share of silver. I kind of like how mine is coming in, though. Hold on. I've got this whole... Actually, I'm getting a little warm, so I can take the hood off anyway. But I've got this whole, like, stripe that's going on, which I'm not mad about. I'm not mad about it. I think that's a pretty decent way for gray hairs to come in. Your dad had one of those Nokia phones? Yeah. They were indestructible, though. You should die. Well, the back of it's blue right now. Kind of. No, I'm not kind of blue. It is blue. And I was dyeing it for a while. That's why if you see my profile picture, I have green hair. I really liked that green, but yeah, I'm sticking to darker colors for a little while because I have a potential job prospect, so I don't want it to a very wild, fun color to get in the way of that. So. And then those people already know me though. It's still with my same company, but yeah. Blue is great. You're blue too? Nice. I do. Yep. I have. Let's see. A dark navy royal blue. My beard is mostly white, so hush. Yeah, yeah. Silver fox and all that. My hair is so faded. It's half blue, half green. That is fantastic. Oddly enough, I managed to convince my parents that I needed a smartphone by telling them that in class, freshman year of high school, the teachers were expecting everyone to have smartphones and to do some research on their phones. I was one of the few people who had them in the file. Oh my gosh. Whatever. Yeah, okay. Want to do half and half again? Nice. That'd be cool. I've not done half and half, but I have done multiple colors at once. So, okay. I need to count. 2, 3. I'll keep chatting and not finish this row. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and a double crochet. I'm kind of worried I might run out of yarn. It's only a 16 row project, but daggum. Whiskey. With your counting. She keeps running from the ball. Yeah, that's it. I was going to say that. Fantastic. What yarn am I using? This is a Peaches and Cream cotton that is called Beach House. The colorway is called Beach House. 3. They're very small skeins, but I didn't expect this project to take so much yarn. 4. 5. 6. Because it actually doesn't tell you. These patterns don't tell you what size yarn to use, what size hook to use, how much yarn you're going to need. They barely tell you, like, the rows themselves. They don't tell you to slip stitch into the next row or anything like that. It's interesting. I do. Don't like Peaches and Cream. It splits on me a lot and snaps. Oh, sorry. This was gifted to me. It was a Christmas present this year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I actually think this is the first time I've used Peaches and Cream. 10. 11. 12. 13. And double crochet. Double crochet. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8.
Whiskey will
9.
just redeem some stitches for extra frame. Come on, do the thing.
All right. So it's 9. Don't let me forget that. Thank you for redeeming extra stitches, or extra frame. Extra stitches. Good grief. That'd be an interesting redeem, huh? All right. as always, 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 2, so this one, and 5. Ooh, lucky, lucky, lucky. 4-leaf clovers. Shabam. Thank you very much for redeeming Extra Frame. Had to go to Blockbuster Video to get movies. Yes! Blockbuster. I had a card. I was old enough to have a card. I think I still have it actually in a wallet somewhere. Alright, that was 9. This is 10. I remember doing Rent-A-Center to rent an Xbox so that I could play Gauntlet in college. My brother likes to, this is back in my day story, was he would get $2 for every B and $5 for every A he got on his report card. And with that, he would buy some chips, a soda, and have plenty left for the arcade. Mind you, my brother can't read very well, so his report card wasn't the greatest. All right. Yes, green clovers. Still have VHS tapes from that. Oh, no. That story a lot when I was in high school because I got nothing but A's and B's and got 20 for every A and 10 for every B. Wow. Warrior needs food badly. Yeah. And then when you finally feed them, sustenance. That's where I learned the word sustenance was from Gauntlet. Alright, that was 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. That's the double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, okay. 10. 11. 12. 13. And double crochet. Double crochet. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. Turn into an Applebee's. Oh. 6. I don't know. I kind of like Applebee's. That honey barbecue chicken. The wings. They're really good. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. We actually had a family video in our town till very recently where you could still rent movies. It's pretty nice. It's now like a cigar smoke shop thing, which kind of sucks. Apparently, if you type Blockbuster on my PC, it shows a picture of the location permanently closed with a pic of the Applebee. Oh. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Come on. 13. Double crochet. And we're going to slip stitch into the top of that. Alright. Here's what we got. This is a mess. Raw. It's very strange. It's like once you get it made, you need to put it where it's going to go and then leave it there. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what you're going to have to do. Is once you get it made, you're going to put it where you want it and then leave it. I think it's kind of nice, though. I think you could cradle a teapot in it, which would be kind of nice. Like a... I don't know. How many more rows do you need? Oh, let's see. I'm on row 13 out of, I think it was 16. Yes. This next row will be 13. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 4 more rows. All right, now we're going to do... Oh, interesting. Okay. Now it is 1 single crochet separated by 3 chain on every 3rd chain of the edge. Okay, so we're going to do a single crochet, 3 chain, skip 3 on every 3rd chain. Okay, no, skip 2 and then a single crochet, 3 chain. Alright, so I'm going to single crochet where I did the slip stitch. Give me the yarn, please. Okay. This is a very strange pattern. But it's also a very old pattern, so it's going to be strange. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to skip 2, single crochet. The cool thing about this little book is it did actually have the abbreviations in the book, so that I know that the double crochet, single crochet, treble crochet means the same thing as the way we mean it today. So, doesn't look like you have enough yarn. It will be very interesting to see. Yeah. Have no idea what that means. Yeah. Eat. 3. 1, 2, 3. Skip 2, single crochet. 1, 2, 3. Skip 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Zane would have read the first step and run away. 11.9k stitches. Wonder how many stitches I've made in my crochet career. I'm probably in the millions by now, I would imagine. I don't know. At least in the 100,000s. $11.9k stitches. I got it. Yep. No, it took me. Oh, yep. Okay. Chat redeem points. Yep. I got it as soon as I thought more about what you said, and I was like, wait a minute, that's not what they're talking about. Sorry, Jax. It's been a long day. I'm gonna have the excuse it's been a long day. But yay! 2, 3. T. 2, 3. And they're my own dadgum channel points that I named stitches, and it still went out of my head. So I get it. And 2, 3. Oh my gosh, Blue Geobean, hi! Thank you so much! Holy cow, you are just the sweetest person. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. It's Gifting Friday. You are so kind. Thank you so much. Let's see who got the gift. Elegance, Alora, Kel the Funky Alien, cool. Argent Voss, that's my brother. My brother got one, cool. And Kirito, yay! Thank you so much, Blue. That's so kind. One, 2, 3. What is cross stitching? It's like it's a type of embroidery, kind of. But you make a bunch of little X's, and it comes out with a little pattern. Two, 3. Use thread, needle on some fabric that has a bunch of tiny holes, so you can make an X. Yes. Yep, Spoopy explained that much better than I did. Thank you. I've only done one project. Actually, hold on just a second. I can show you the project that I did so that you have a better idea. Jaster thinks he's funny. Jaster thinks he's super funny. This is cross stitch. Let me do a zoom. Yeah. Where you make all these itty bitty tiny little X's. Yep. Yep, that's cross stitch. Do a bunch. Yeah. It is proof that you have the patience to stab something thousands of times. Let me go hang it back up. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Oh, that would be wonderful. Yes, please show what you've made. I would love to see that. How long did that take? A few hours, but that one's a very small one and it had a really good guide to it, so 1, 2, 3. It was a kit. I had started a second one that I had intended to gift to my grandpa, but he passed away before I was able to finish it and gift it to him. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But that's okay. Hey, Garbles, how are you? Oh, see, I didn't know all that. That's awesome, Spoopy. Thank you. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Doom, 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 doom. Hey, Flo. How goes? How goes? Incoming momentary blender noises. I think Jaster is making something. Blending coffee? Coffee. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sorry for the sound, guys. Having the same reaction to this I did when I started crocheting. Cross stitch was invented in the 1500s in Germany. 1, 2, 3. I said that out loud, and Jaster's in the kitchen, not even looking at chat, and goes, "Thank you, True Fiber Geek." It's like he knows it was you. Garbles was here. Yeah, Garbles been here. It's just you've been so quiet. I think Flo's actually been here too. Y'all must be playing Fall Guys or something. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that smells good. I love the smell of ground coffee. 1, 2, 3. And we are back at the original single crochet. So I'm going to slip stitch here and then read the next. Oh, nope. We're going to zoom in. Not that far. 1 treble, 1 chain, repeat. These trebles must be fastened in the top of the last scallop behind every single crochet of the 13th row. Okay, so behind, okay, so we're going to go treble here. What did I say? A chain? Was it one chain? Okay, so there's a treble. One treble, one chain, repeat. The trebles must be fastened in the top of the scallop behind every single crochet in the 13th row. So, we have a treble, one chain, and then this is interesting. A treble, a chain, just kind of going into the same stitch that I did the single crochet in, because that's kind of what it sounds like. Chain. This is going to squish up the pattern like a lot. Chain. This is interesting. Chain and oh, this is going to be so weird. This is a very strange pattern. Oh, what did I miss? Playing Talisman digital board game, but I wanted to compliment the cross stitch. Nice, thank you. Want coffee, but apparently it's not good for you when you're sick. My mom said this, and she's a nurse. It's probably true. You do need the rest, so yeah, no caffeine. We're trapped in an internal board game. Oh no.
Fuck no caffeine.
A bit interested but confused. I wanna try, but I know that I know nothing about it. Oh, you could totally do it. Have tea instead if you have tea, especially like an herbal tea, for sure. I do, but now I want coffee. I'm sorry. From a kit from Walmart. Absolutely knew nothing about it and then became obsessed. Yeah. Sounds like something I would do. I wouldn't know anything about that. Alright. Chain. This is so weird. Okay. Into the scallop behind the single crochet things. Chain. One. Bum 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 bum. Ah. Doom 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 doom. Chain.
Oh, coffee. Hi.
3. Who is Beep Beep in Discord? Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
So you shared some in Discord? Okay, let me see.
I'm still waking up.
Oh,
I
wow.
had one of those naps on the couch just a second ago.
It's the last.
If my wife
That is
hadn't been streaming, it would have put me to a
gorgeous.
sleep.
Beautiful work. My goodness.
Oh, I'm doing all right. How about you, Demal?
I don't know what the purpose of this row is going to be. But it's going to bring things kind of close together. It's very strange.
Uh-huh.
Like
I have the
5 for
stream
me. I've
pulled
been
up.
sleeping since 12. Woke up at 5 minutes before stream started. It's like my body just knew. Aw. I think all of my cross stitch projects have full cross stitches, so none of that fancy schmancy
Oh, yeah, I hope
stitches.
you guys enjoy it.
Well, they're absolutely gorgeous. You've done a phenomenal job. Those are beautiful. Yeah. And thank you very much for sharing them. I love people sharing their makes. It's so great.
Oh. No, I'm not trying to hold anybody up, but like, yeah, it's exactly what I should say. I have enough games going on to fill my bandwidth of
Yeah.
mechanics to remember, controls to remember.
2, 3. Chain.
I mean, that's how I came up with the missile drill on AC6.
Doom 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 doom.
What the fuck did you just do? I don't know. Oh, so Maze saw the half loaf of bread slightly less than half loaf
Oh,
of bread.
yeah, that wasn't even a quarter of the bread left, you jerk.
I got,
So,
I got scared
while
for
I
like
was
4
streaming
5
yesterday,
minutes.
Jaster decided to make bread, and he made bread last night,
And my
okay?
half asleep
And
mind
I went to
offered
bed
do
before the
it.
bread was done,
It scared me
so
awake. Bread.
I didn't get to eat
That'd
any
be
last
like,
night. And I went to
whoops,
work
homemade
today.
bread.
He had
Few
eaten,
slices of
it was just an 18-inch loaf of bread. He had eaten all but the last 6 inches of the bread. If that. So I got 3 slices out of the bread. Now the bread's totally gone. It's not even been 24 hours and the bread is gone. It's really good bread. Damn, Jaster, indeed. That's okay. We went to the grocery store today, and we went to Sam's Club, and they do those little sample things. Well, there was a lady that was doing the samples of Kerrygold. Oops, I gotta do a chain. Sharp
As long as there's no
cheddar,
fragrant,
aged white cheddar. So an
and
Irish
that
white cheddar.
Dungeon Diners
Oh,
one.
so good. We bought a brick of it, and so I actually used it on
I've
our
had a lot
spaghetti
of fun
tonight for
trying to
dinner. It
explain
was,
that
it's
anime
really
to
good
my
cheese.
wife and just
So good.
try to emphasize just how much of his shit Schutz was losing over it.
I was hungry. No excuses. What color should my next beanie be? Oh, you did the light blue one. You should do a darker color this time.
And it's also like non-gratuitous.
Jaster, you're being shamed. Okay. And slip stitch into there. That just squished it. Okay, 1 treble separated by 2 chain between every treble of the preceding row.
You mean Totally Spies?
What? And then it's 1 treble separated by 3 chain between every treble of the preceding row. But why?
Oh wow, we do have a lot going on.
Why? Those are the last 2 rows. So hopefully we have enough for the last 2 rows. Alright, so we've got a treble crochet. And so I'm doing 3 stacking single crochets to mimic a treble crochet so that it gives it the height. And then 2 chains and a treble crochet in the space. So, alright. I don't know what this is going to accomplish, but here we are.
That's a better butterfly than the last one we saw on anime.
This is very strange. I liked the wheel better. I think this has a lot of potential. I think that the double crochets that were used for in between the chains could be a single crochet. I think that the chains could probably be 2 chains shorter, with each one with the same number of stitches, the same kind of stitches on top. It would gather the pattern better and make it layer better. But here we are. I wanted to do it exactly the way the pattern was written. At least the way I'm interpreting it. So.
Which reminded me, we bought a bushel of bananas for $1.49 today. Maisie and I were talking. She was talking about wanting to buy some fruits, and she's like, I kind of want bananas. I'm like, well, you won't be eating a banana a week because they'll go bad. At least one or two on the bushel will go bad before you get to them, unless I eat them. And I was like, but I guess I could make banana bread. And she's like, oh. So we talked about a couple of other fruits, and then we get there, and I run to the restroom, and we're like, okay, we'll meet at the meats. And we pop up, and she's holding up a bushel of bananas in her phone, and she's like, look at this. And it's like 7 bananas.
8.
It's 8 bananas for $1.50. And I'm like, is that what the sign says? Because we've run into a couple of things where the system price is drastically lower than the sign price, probably due to error or trying to push inventory.
Sorry.
And
I have a half green, half black one.
Halfway across the building,
Okay.
but a straight line to the
One
signs
is
for
the
the bananas. And it was
Discord. Ignore the
$1.50
Got distracted again, so no
for,
problem.
some name brand. And then
Was thinking of doing a
$1.97
dark blue one.
for
Yeah.
organic bananas. And it broke me. It broke me for a solid minute.
1, 2.
Ooh. Hey, love. Shoots had an idea.
What? What?
Never mind. They were talking about me. I thought they were talking about you doing something. They're talking about me doing something. Never mind.
Okay.
Damn both of you.
Goofy boyos. Ultramarine blue. That is a pretty color for sure.
Oh. Now that's a culinary display I'd like to make.
I really don't see what these last 2 rows, 3 rows are adding
First class.
to the
No,
pattern.
this is Freyrin. They're going to the city of magic.
It almost feels like it should be a different pattern, but it's literally printed on the same page, so it's definitely a continuation of the same pattern. It just, I have no idea what it's adding to it. We'll find out
I doubt she even
when I
had
lay
one
it
from the
flat,
previous
so.
organization.
I don't know if I'm going to
Oh,
have enough
good,
yarn
okay.
to
No, yeah.
finish the very last row, but again, I don't know what this is adding to it.
Mhm.
So,
Yep, that makes
Tay,
more sense.
hey. Oh, Jax, it popped up. Did you notice the stream elements? I changed it.
God.
I fixed it. I've been waiting for it to pop up so that I could point it out. I fixed it for you. Yeah, Tay. So next week, Thursday is going to be the only day that I'm going to stream next week. And it's going to be
Yeah.
Legos.
That's not a surprise.
Resh and True very kindly gave me a Lego set. So I'm going to do Legos next week. It's the succulents one. I'm very excited. So next Thursday, I'm not streaming on Friday next week. I am streaming on Thursday, just Thursday. But it's going to be Legos. So be there or be a Lego that stepped on. I don't know. This is like a basket, honestly. It's like a bag. It's too holy to put anything in. So how are you today, Tay? Succulents are fun built. Yes. Be there, be square like a Lego. Yeah. do 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 do. 1, 2. I don't think I'm gonna have enough to do the last row, but I'm okay with that. I don't think the last row is gonna contribute anything.
On a happier note than that, where do you guys think Freyrin obviously like outranks
The last row is
in
just
technique and power every
this.
human
It's the
mage
same
under
as
her
this,
belt.
just with an extra chain in between the treble crochets.
Let's
So
just function
I don't think it's gonna add
hypothetically. Where do
anything.
you think her
So
stands?
I'll just stop at I'll stop here. 1, 2. Because I honestly
Do you
don't know
think
what
she's
these
well ahead of her
last 2
years,
rows, 3
or-
rows are adding to this pattern. It's very weird. Actually, you know what? We're gonna try. We're gonna try. This is 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and that's kind of
That's
what
so
I'm curious
weird.
about. Like, she
1, 2,
effortlessly
3.
deceived and took down what was portrayed as a very powerful demon. And I say effortlessly
Pretty good. Definitely
because
reached the
once
end of my
she
energy
started
for the
taking
week.
it
Feel
seriously,
tired
he had no chance.
and weak, but I'm
As it was
happy. Well, I'm
shown,
glad you're happy.
but
That's
he did
good.
get a hit in early.
Yes, get lots of rest this weekend.
Because up until that point, I think he's probably.
I have Monday off
by
also.
far
I'm
the
really
strongest
excited about
mage-
it.
The strongest
I have
intelligent
plans
mage
to
she's
play
faced.
Minecraft all day with my friend. So, super excited about that.
Yeah, the Hemomancer.
He would point out that Lego isn't plural. Be like saying, grab a couple of subways. He wouldn't say that.
Hemophage?
Sandwiches. It's not Legos. Lego bricks. Okay.
Yeah, it. Yeah.
How do you fasten something off?
Because
Kind of been
phage
winging
is
it.
typically
Oh!
disease or
Okay, well,
plague
when we
or
get to the end,
sickness or
I will show
something
you.
being passed on.
Or when I run out of yarn. Whichever may come first. I'm currently playing Yarn Chicken. 1, 2, 3.
But yeah, he was. Jamal.
I really don't know what this is
He
adding
was
to the
supposed
pattern.
to be, like, really strong, right? Nobody
2,
in
3.
that city could have taken care of him. And she shows up and takes a
I
lick from him. Realizes
would try
where
this
he
pattern
actually
again,
stands,
but I would
and when
absolutely
he's
modify
not
it.
backed up by
Um,
his two friends, beats his ass and humiliates
to
him.
make it be a little more condensed of a flower.
I say
It's more like a it's not what you'd think of as a normal rose. It's more like a Scottish rose. In the way that it's petaled out like that. So
Oh. Oh, okay. So it wasn't so much that she embarrassed the guy; she caught him off guard, and he was on the back foot for the whole time, for the rest of it. Okay. Yeah, that was. Even he was initially.
The Eternal
like,
game has been beaten.
Even he
Congratulations!
was in his mind impressed at how fast she could weave the magic. But that puts a bit more emphasis on what she currently is.
I also think I would use a smaller hook. Even if I did use this particular kind of yarn again, I would use a smaller hook so that I can make some tighter stitches.
Yeah, we've listened to this one. Because the closing matching this one's claymation.
But yeah, this is not a traditional what you would think of rose. This is more like a Scottish rose, which is a very beautiful, very pleasant little rose. My great grandparents had Scottish roses that was a really beautiful bush that they had at the end of their carport that would grow up the side of the carport and then come over along the top of the carport. My great grandma was very good at growing things, so it was a very beautiful rose. Probably gone now, honestly, but it was beautiful. She's like, figure it out on it. Exactly. It also doesn't tell me to attach the rose. I think that it just assumes that if you know how to crochet, you know to do that. But there are so many patterns that you don't have to do that with every kind of pattern. It depends on the pattern, and there's so much more variety today. Because, we build upon the knowledge of our ancestors, and as we build upon that knowledge, more things are able to be done. So, yeah, I don't think that's something that they really thought about for this particular pattern, is saying, okay, now slip stitch into the first stitch you made in the round. So, I just did it. Because I thought it would look strange if I didn't. So, because I tried it without doing that, and it looked really weird. So, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. I do kind of feel like I'm making one of those produce bags right now, though.
That's a shot. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, no way. No way. Am I gonna have enough?
That's actually interesting to hear.
This is the most exciting game of Yarn Chicken right now. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh my gosh, I have enough to slip stitch into the top of this stitch here. Just barely. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Holy cow, look at that. How freaking perfect. What? I can't believe that just happened. Yo, indeed. Dude, that is so cool. Okay. I can't believe that worked out like that. Okay. Alright, let's see how this is supposed to lay, because it's weird. Alright, we're going to flip it this way. Because I know all of those lay on top of each other. And then that row that goes there. That's gonna supposed to go like that.
Statistical probability, assuming they continue living.
I really don't know the purpose of this row of treble crochets and chains. I guess to give some oomph behind this row? To give it some height? Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Y'all are supposed to be behind that one. Stop flipping. Okay. All right. Well, there we have it. That is the rose pattern from 1890. I'm going to move this. That is very weird. Very interesting. Very different. And I can't believe I had exactly that. Blows my mind right there. It does kind of bowl in. I know you can't see it very well from flat, but it does kind of bowl in because it is kind of stacked on top of each other. So I think it would be pretty nice to actually put like a coffee or a teapot in the middle, like where it just kind of sits in the middle and be cradled. Actually, tea. All right. So I am betting indeed that the rose in this bag.
Oh, is it the symbol of her master?
Thank you.
See, Jack's just redeemed some stitches for posture.
Thank you, Jax.
Do the thing.
I'm willing to bet this rose is not going to be the same as this rose. So let's find out. So this one was from 1890. Oh wait,
Yeah, okay.
is that how I fasten up? No. So usually I would do a chain if I had enough yarn, which I don't, to show you how I fasten off. Okay, so usually I would do an invisible fasten. So let me see if I can zoom in. There we go. So what I would do is I would go into the very next stitch and I would bring my tail into there. So let me see if I can try. It's gonna be kind of hard because it's a really short tail. All right. So I'd bring my tail through that next stitch and pull it through, and you want to tighten it up. So this is going to be it's called an invisible finish. And then what you would do is you would go back into the chain that you just completed with that string. I don't know if you can see this very well. And I know it's really hard to see because it's a very small string. But you're going to go back into that chain, and then this is really hard with such a short tail. Okay. And you're going to pull the tail back into that chain so that you've created that little V that the chains make, so that it blends in with the very end. So it was a slip stitch here, And then I took the tail into the very next chain, going from one side to the other. And then I went back into that slip stitch that it comes out of so that it finishes off this V, and then you'll sew in the tail. I just don't really have a tail to sew in. So that is how I finish my work for something like this in the round, so that it just kind of blends right in. I do that with like my emotional support coffees as well. You're very welcome. All right, so this is the pattern from 1890. This is the rose from 1890. Let's zoom back out. This is the rose from 1950. Yeah, I'm really betting this is not going to look anything alike. So, this is a rather small bag. All right. Thank you very much, True, for letting us see the rose. It is so tiny. Oh, it's really similar, though. How cute is that? Those tiny itty-bitty stitches. All right, so what it looks like for this one, and I'm going to be really careful with it. I know it's very old. Thank you very much, again, True, for letting me use this to compare. It's actually not terribly dissimilar. It's kind of an evolution of what happened here, and it's sort of what I had in my head as to what I would change about this pattern to kind of clump it up a little bit more to make it look more like a rose. So, yeah, I know the layering effect is so cute, isn't it? It's so tiny. Almost just debunked the USB. Oh no. Oh no. But yeah, so what we're looking at here, I'm going to be very careful, kind of examine between the petals. We do have a similar circle thing that happened here. We started off with a chain of 6 and then connected them. There is definitely a circle of chains in the middle here. This is definitely an evolution. It's a smaller yarn. It is... I'm going to try to... Yeah, so it starts off with the circle of chains, and then it is the branches. Looks to be double crochets. Yeah, that looks to be double crochets. And then chains, so that they could get the scallop part, which is what we did here. And then it looks like there are way more, which is something that I was thinking of. There needed to be more doubles and trebles in the petal. There are for sure way more doubles and trebles in each one of these little petals. This is so cute. Oh my goodness. And then yeah, it is built very similarly with the double crochets and then chains, double crochets and chains, keep going layer by layer. It is very, very, very similar. Yeah, so this is definitely from 1890 to 1950 an evolution of the rose. So they started so similar yesterday. That's why I wanted you to compare and contrast. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it is absolutely an evolution from 1890 to 1950. That is so cool. So cool. Here, let's do a close-up of this little rose so you guys can see it a little better. Let's see, this way, sorry. The petals they're bunched up much more because there are more stitches along those chains, which I really, really like. These are double crochets. All of these are double crochets in this first couple of, looks to be maybe the first...
I just expected them both to keep throwing raw.
First row? No, first 2 rows are double crochets. And then these are triple crochets or treble crochets. Here and here is 4 rows of petals. So they did
They're
1,
only
2, 3,
weaknesses.
4 and stopped there. They didn't continue on here to these 2 rows. And then really similarly, actually, to finish it off with the single crochets and then the
It's
chains
played for fun,
in
but
between
really
the single
it's kinda
crochets
how it
going
works
around.
mostly with wild animals.
And honestly, it skips 2 on each petal to do a single crochet. That's pretty cool. Which is what we were doing with the single crochets at the end here. So it is a very good example of the evolution of how we make patterns, how we started making patterns, and how we continue to make patterns. This is really cool. This is really, really cool. So yeah, that is awesome. That is really awesome. And it does do kind of what I was thinking. Should I do this pattern again, to change it up a little bit, having all of those more stitches there to add to it. So it is phenomenal. This is really cool. This is really, really cool. So yeah, let's try. Let's do a 2023 or 2024. Oh my gosh, 2024 version that I'm going to create. I'm going to kind of go off the same thing, but I'm going to switch it up just a little bit. I don't think I'm going to do so many. I kind of want to start the middle with maybe single crochets instead of double crochets for the scalp. We'll see. But I'm going to get a smaller hook, and I'm going to get smaller. Let's do a 2.5, and we're going to use the same yarn that I used on that other pattern that I did, this one. We're going to use the same yarn that I did for this one, which I still need to block. I don't have the stuff to block it. So I feel that 2023 thing, my posts at work have been dated for 2023 and I have edits. Yeah, I feel that. It's really hard, especially when you're in science and when you date something and you do it wrong, you have to cross it out where it is still able to be read, initial it, and then date it again. And what's worse is when you date the date that you just crossed out wrong again, and then you have to date the date of the date. But when you do that in science, you have to fix it where it is still legible. So, okay, we're going to start very, very similarly. I am going to do the chain of 6. So this should be really interesting. I'm excited. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And while this one had me crochet in each stitch, this one actually looks to have crocheted around those chains. And that is actually what I would prefer to do. Actually, you know what? I prefer a magic ring. This is 2024. I'm going to do a magic ring. So I'm going to do double crochets. No, I'm not. I'm going to do single crochet. And I'm going to chain 4. 2, 3, 4. And single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4.
A giant fucking owl. Yeah.
Single crochet. So that's 4 so far. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 6. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to close up this magic ring. I love the magic ring. It is one of my favorite things for sure. Alright, and we're going to slip stitch into the top of that first single crochet. Alright, so now we've got this little 6-piece star. I know I've kept it zoomed in. I figured that would be helpful. If I need to move these, let me know, but I'm going to go ahead and keep them. I should write my pattern. You know what? I should. Let's do that. Where's my notebook? There it is. So we have an evolution. So there's 60 years difference between here, and let's see, be 70-year difference between this and what I am currently doing. So it's actually a really good example of evolution between. So I'm going to do 2024 rows evolution. All right, magic ring, single crochet, chain 4 times 6, slip stitch in first single crochet. All right. Then I'm going to slip stitch into that first space and chain 2. I'm going to do, let's just see. That's chain 2 will count as the first double crochet. So double crochet, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you know what? We're going to do a single crochet in the top of the single crochet. So it'll give us kind of that scallop. So we're going to slip stitch in first chain space, 6 double crochet. So this is going to be our repeat.
Oh, man.
And then
My
single
immediate
crochet
thought was the trick to catching
in
this bird is either
the
just
single
going to
crochet
yank the cage somewhere where it wants to go,
times
or fucking
6.
killing it.
And then slip stitch in first. Okay.
It didn't make a sound. It just.
All right, we're gonna keep going.
It made the intensifying face and winked.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yes.
5,
They're incredibly sensitive to what?
and 6.
Oh, yeah, the voids.
And then single crochet in the top of the single crochet.
Oh no, because as I said, even in her suppressed state, she looks like an old wizard.
2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and single crochet.
Mana sensitive
One,
boys.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
'Redirected.'
Should I do a dark blue beanie? Patience, young Padawan. That darn 8-ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1.
Jasta underscore
Thank you,
potato
dear.
just redeemed some stitches for posture check. Come on, do the thing.
4, 5, and 6. And we're gonna single crochet here. And I kind of want to get it to curl. So now we're gonna do. I'm just gonna do. Okay. Single crochet, and then next row. Let's see.
All your favorite dishes.
What if we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then let's do a kind of a back post double crochet on the single crochet. Yeah. So chain 5, back post double crochet times 6. Yep. 1,
I like this
2,
guy.
3, 4, 5. So sorry. Because I want it to layer a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do think these roses are better done in a smaller yarn. I think this probably would have come out a little bit better if it had been a smaller yarn. That's my fault. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Because he's a human and humans eat everything.
Oh. I am so sorry. I am missing. Maybe 8-Ball likes to start projects and not end them, assumes other people are the same. I might be that way. Like 10 unfinished projects. Yeah, same. Just in the mood for something short and sweet. Totally understand the struggle. Yes, same. Like, kind of want to do a group of flowers. Ooh, do it! Do need to work on some Christmas gifts, though. Like late Christmas gifts, or are you getting a head start for next year? Or for this year?
Hey, you want scrambled eggs?
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Ooh. I like that they actually showed her hitting something that made sense as an uneven surface to trip.
Okay. Now we're going to do, let's do 8 double crochets. So we're going to slip stitch into that chain space. Let's try it first. Chain 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
You could have led with it
7,
doesn't lose its potency when rendered.
8, and then we'll single crochet. Actually, we're going to slip stitch into the top of the double crochets.
It's a giant chicken, and like that's
So that it causes that to squish down. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're going to do 8. So slip stitch in first chain space, and 8 double crochet, slip stitch in top of double crochet times 6. Yeah.
it's not, at least not in my
1,
experience.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I like the slip stitch. I think that's going to make the petals curl better, especially with the number of petals. Come on, or the number of stitches I'm doing in the petals. 2, 3,
Jack's
4,
just redeemed some stitches for posture check. Come on, do the thing.
5. Thank you. 6, 7, come on now. There we go. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm not certain what's with her.
And oh, 8. Gonna leave stream early, go back to sleep. Love the rose. Of course. I hope you feel better. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next Thursday. Thank you so much for hanging out, Jax. Go feel better. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
He knows how.
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and slip stitch. Okay, so that was row 2. I know mine is looking kind of a little more flat than the 1950s one, but a little more dimensional than the
She's gonna have a bat
1890s one.
dragging around an insanity-causing screaming mandrake.
All right. Let's see.
Which means it's just
How
gonna
do I
cover a
want to
larger area
do?
because it's getting slung everywhere.
Let's see. That's so cool. Okay. Um. How do I want to do the next row? Let's do. Let's turn. And do back post single crochet. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then back post single crochet into the previous branch. Sorry. Actually, yeah, no, I'll leave it that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, already. All. I like him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's like she's never experienced a reptile egg.
Five, 6. And slip stitch into that first sorry. Oh, come on. This yarn mate is being a pain in the rear end.
Doesn't even use her name.
Okay. There. So now we've got these chains. So we did back post, single crochet, chain 6 times 6, slip stitch in first, single crochet. Doesn't know how pretty it's gonna be. It's shamed to be so resistant. Well, that's what we got so far. So, not terribly unlike this one, and it doesn't curl up as much as this one. I'm hoping to get a little more curl in this next row. What I want to do is we're going to do a single crochet, a double crochet, and then we're going to do 8 treble crochets. And then I'm going to do a double crochet and a single crochet. I just want to get some bulk into
Bat cadaver just slopped over his
the
bag.
petals. So yeah, we're going to do in chain space, single crochet, double crochet, 8 treble crochet, double crochet, single crochet times 6. 1. Oh, that's a double. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7.
Where's the
8.
oil trap?
And then double crochet and single crochet. Now we're going to do single crochet, double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Double, single,
It's a type of pot.
single, double. I really feel like I could probably do even more. I feel like that's gonna be too flat. Still want to give it some depth, but we'll keep going. We'll see.
Well, pause it for a second.
I have absolutely
mean,
no inclination that
It is a
my
contrivance,
skills are anywhere
but
close to
if
the skills
oil
of the
was one
ladies
the
who
most
created these two
common,
patterns
it was probably also one of the
at all.
easiest to just
This is
conjure.
just an attempt. 3, 4.
Tato 41808 just redeemed some stitches for hydrate. Come on, do the thing.
Oh!
Fell asleep. That's okay. Welcome back. Actually, I'm going to pause for just a second. It's winter, so. No problem, you guys. Not at all. If you guys are crafting right along with me, just chilling out, listening to the music, totally fine. If you fall asleep, I count it as a compliment because you are so relaxed and so chill that you're comfortable enough to fall asleep. That is okay with me. 7.
Did you say unalive then?
And 8.
Unravel.
And single. Single. Double. Two. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Double crochet. Single crochet. Single
Most of it's
crochet.
looked amazing. It's what goes
A
into
double
it.
crochet. Oh, no worries. Sounds like you've had a heck of a week, so no worries at all. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I love this. The
Double.
dwarf dude is fucking awesome.
Single. Single.
Yes. Apparently it digests really slow.
Double.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
1,
Hey, that character wasn't on screen long
2,
enough for us to really
3.
form a connection with them. So they're unimportant.
Okay, that's 2.
You know, Tumult, that actually might be good. They might have already
3.
just passed off that she's dead, but they can fix that.
4.
You're right, I hadn't even thought about that. Oh, wow.
5. E.
The random pig in the sheep flock.
Come on. 6. 7.
I mean, despite,
8.
like, all of the weird
And
stuff Schutz has to point out for
double
this,
crochet.
I am, like, really, impressed by the
Single
small
crochet.
attentions to detail here and there.
I'm
Like,
gonna
when she
slip stitch
tripped
into
in
that.
the top of that tower, it actually showed...
Alright.
It didn't show just a random rock.
So,
It was
that's
an
what we've got so
uneven,
far.
jagged floor.
Not too bad, not too
And
bad.
it showed her tripping instead of just her stubbing her toe on a random rock and falling over.
Feels like each week keeps getting longer. I'm sorry, Tay.
Mm-hmm. But it's an extremely small thing. But when you think
Okay,
about it, like
let's
in all kinds of
see.
shows, if somebody's going to trip, they trip over the only pebble in the whole room.
I'm gonna do another back post single crochet row.
Which one is the? Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just gonna do 6 again. We're gonna try some. We're gonna try something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know I probably should do more, but I want to see something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm sorry. 5, 6. I'm so blind, I keep it right up in my face.
She's not gonna kill you, buddy.
1,
I think
2,
she kind of wants you
3,
around.
4, 5, 6. You don't know why? Because she keeps running away from the ball. 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, the guys weren't
and
even really
6.
being weird. They were just offering him some produce.
And we're gonna slip stitch here.
No, she's happy.
Ah! Ah! It split the yarn. Stop that.
I don't know. If
There we
the
go.
healing magic in this world
Okay.
is even slightly as twisted as I would allow mine to be, oh, you'll be fine.
Let's do single crochet. Oh, I didn't write any of that down. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Repeat 5, 8, single crochet, double crochet. We're gonna do so I was thinking about doing a couple of modified puff stitches. Not a couple, probably 6. 6 modified puff. And then double crochet, single crochet, all of that times 6. Okay.
No.
So that's the single. This is the double.
Yeah.
So we're going to do 1, 2, stitch. 1, 2, stitch. 1, 2.
That scene a moment ago where he's knocked down and he gets back up with that green glow.
1,
Like, that's the scary part
2,
about fantasy healing magics. Depending on how they're
That's
used, unless
4.
you completely and utterly destroy the individual, you can't kill them.
That's 5.
Depending on how the magic works.
That's 6. We're going to do 8. 7. 8. No, that's too short. I don't like it. I don't like it. So we're going to go back. Rawr. Okay. Our double crochet. So I guess it needs to be treble crochets. But I want to... So not modified puffs. We're going to do treble crochets.
She'd heard. She didn't know. He might have just missed signs. There might not be that many. He did get flown here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yesterday.
Yes, you got it, Tay. Okay. We're going to do, so we did 8 treble crochets the previous row. Let's do 12. I want to give it some volume. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Path of the Soothing Fist.
6,
I'll revive you if you do.
7,
No, he doesn't have any suitable. Okay.
8. 9. 10. Tay is very good at riddles. 11. And 12. Double. Single. Yeah, that'll work. This is not exactly what I had in my head, but that is okay. One.
No, you probably haven't.
2. 3.
What did you just say?
4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Eh. Double. All right. Two. 3. 4.
Because you can train yours harder than anybody else can.
5.
Oh.
6. 7. 8.
Yeah.
9. Would you just stop it? 10. 11. 12. Does that mean someone told you about back in their day or one that I've said about back in my day? Either or. Either or. If there's one that someone has told you that you really enjoy to hear or listening to, absolutely. In that case, I mean, I can tell you my favorite story that I love to hear from my great grandpa. His favorite story to tell. Was he and my grandma. So my great grandparents. It was a different time back then. When they got married, he was uh, already in his 20s and she was still a teenager. It was a very different time back then. They got married in 1940, and their very first Christmas together.
Time for another block.
They they didn't have a horse and carriage. They didn't have a car, so they walked everywhere. It was one Christmas. It was icy, snowy, all that fun stuff. They were walking from their house to my great grandpa's
No.
mother's house for Christmas. They were going to have Christmas dinner. They were bringing presents, a couple little presents for certain people. My great grandmother had three younger sisters, so it was the whole family getting together at my great grandpa's house. And my great grandmother was all decked out, just so pretty, so lovely, so young. She's still a teenager at this point. This was their first Christmas married, and they had to cross a river in order to get to
she just crushed his gauntlet.
where they were going for Christmas dinner. And she had made a dish. I don't remember what the dish was anymore. She had made a dish. He was carrying the presents. But they had to cross this river, and it was this tiny little bridge, and it was icy, it was snowy, and he said, "Oh, well, I'll just carry you." So he gave her the gifts, and she had the gifts and the food in her arms, and he scooped her up, and he was gonna carry her across this bridge. She was a tiny little thing. I swear, I don't think she got above 5'1". She was super short, very tiny little lady. So he scooped her up and he was carrying her across. Well, remember, it was icy and snowy, and he ended up slipping and put them both into the creek. They were almost there. It was like the last third of the way to the house. Put them both into the creek, and so they ended up showing up. The dish shattered. So she didn't have the food. The presents got all wet. She was soaked. He was soaked. But they still ended up walking the rest of the way because they were closer to his mom's house, my great-great-grandmother's house, than they were to their own. So they ended up finishing the journey, going to the house to warm up and everything. But yeah, that was their very first Christmas together. Yeah, that was his favorite story, one of his favorite stories to tell. Was they were both fine. Neither of them caught cold, neither of them broke anything. They were just wet, and the meal, the dish that she had made was ruined, and she felt so bad because it was her first Christmas married, and it was cute, but they were the ideal little couple. They were just precious. 3, 4. But yeah, that's my favorite back in my day story that I heard from someone else. Because they had to walk everywhere. They didn't have cars. They were too poor to have a horse. Like they were sharecroppers at the time. They were sharecroppers, and my great grandma was a preacher, which was very unheard of, like very, very rare for a woman to be a preacher. But she was a preacher, and he worked part time at the shoe factory there in that town. But they were also sharecroppers, so they also sold some of their produce And that's just what they did. Just what they did. Two.
The princess.
Seven.
Yeah, the peak.
8. 9.
He's just jacked.
10. 11. And 12. He would always chuckle when he told that story, and my grandma would always, pat his shoulder and go, "Oh, Delmer, don't tell that story again." That was his name, was Delmer, which I know is a very interesting name, but, again, he was born in 1918, so it's very, very long time ago. He was also a triplet. Obviously naturally occurring. His mother, my great great grandma, she had twins her first pregnancy and triplets her second pregnancy. She had a lot of kids really fast. So we have it's a sad little joke, but we kind of joke that so when the twins turned 5, she had triplets. And when the triplets turned 5, Grandpa passed away. My great-great-grandpa passed away. The joke was he had pneumonia, and that was, this was 1923. So pneumonia could kill you back then, still kill you now, but anyway. My point is go to the doctor. But the family joke is that he was afraid of what she was going to have next, so he took himself out of the equation. It's not funny, but it's funny. Because she very well could have just kept having more, like multiples. But anyways, yeah. I know. It's a horrible joke, but that's the family joke. To make light of an interesting situation. I'm pretty sure, now that I'm thinking about it, I think Grandpa said the first person to tell that joke was my great-great-grandma, and it would have been about her husband, so, if she could laugh about it.
They all looked like they were ex-criminals.
7. 8. 9. 10.
Take your bow for 1 8 just redeemed some stitches for hydrate. Come on,
11.
do the thing.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
He may have acclimated better.
12. Good. I did not, because I accidentally left my water bottle at home before I went to work, so I didn't drink as much water as I should have today. Double crochet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Drank almost all my water my first class. Wow. 8. That's awesome, Tay. Good job. So that scent water bottle is really helping you out, huh? 11. 12. Double crochet. Single crochet. We're gonna slip stitch here. I kind of am liking how that's coming out. What do you guys think so far?
It's like cool.
It's not too bad, right?
It's like cool. You've developed.
All right, so I think what I'm gonna do.
Go figure out.
I think that's gonna be the last row I do. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slip stitch going down.
I'm sending you after
the
something
spine.
that I made you study, and you know what it is
here.
in this ecosystem. Go figure out what it is to you.
A rose needs leaves.
I think I've mentioned this with Schutz before.
So I'm gonna slip stitch till I get to that double crochet, and I'm at that double crochet now.
The concept of being isekai, and they get isekai.
And I'm gonna do.
Like, especially in the case where they know the concept, they would have kind of an understanding of the progression of events.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then I'm gonna single crochet into each of those. Actually, no, I'm not. Alright, so I've done 3 single crochets. Now I'm going to do a half double. And then a double. Do another double.
What was the one? The three of us watched one where somebody had been summoned and tormented.
So 3 doubles. So 3 singles, half double, 3 doubles. Now I'm going to do some trebles.
And then she died.
Can you please just behave? Treble. So 2 trebles. Another double. Come on now. There we go. And a single.
I can't recall. It's been a hot minute.
And we're gonna turn and do the same thing backwards.
That would.
I'm gonna do.
Oh man, just imagine.
Single.
Somebody got isekai, and then like everybody has these weird names, but then they encounter like this soldier dude named Joe.
Double.
Or Daniel.
1, 2.
Did you come from Earth? Wait,
Treble.
did you come from Earth? Holy shit!
Ouch. Thank you. Oh, good. I know I asked you if that water bottle was helping you, and you answered, and I didn't look up. I'm so sorry. I got very, very distracted. I am glad that water bottle is helping you. That's great. What flavor are you smelling now? Because didn't you start with watermelon? Wasn't that right?
Okay, so that's a commonly enough put together turn of words.
One.
I would be like, if I found somebody who said Kaioken.
Watermelon again? Okay, nice. Nice. I don't blame you. I like watermelon. Thank you, dear.
Some stitches for hydrate. Come on, do the thing.
There we go. Thank you, dear. It was okay, but I do like the watermelon. I love watermelon, so I feel that. And single crochet. And we're going to slip stitch there. And then
I still prefer my life.
Chain.
Because in the grand scheme of things, there is some suck, but my life doesn't necessarily suck. Plus, I have my wife.
Alright, we're going to slip stitch going down the leaf. Yeah.
Uh-huh. More than meets the eye. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Or Stark. Small.
Alright, slip stitch there. And slip stitch.
Oh.
I think that's going to do it. I'm going to tie, actually I'm going to tie these together so that it kind of tightens up.
But in German the word stark means strong or powerful. And he's just a fucking ogre. I was talking strength-wise, yeah. It's like,
okay.
You know there's a strength disparity when just putting your hand on somebody's shoulder makes them feel like they're in a bear trap.
So, there's the 2024 rose. Got a little leaf off the side. Here, let's kind of curl it up there. There we go. So, 1980 or 1890 pattern, 1950 pattern, 2024 pattern. There we go. Now that you can see this one very well on top of that. Oh gosh. go ahead and get rid of these strings. All right. I'm still holding that. Let's move my notebook. And then we're going to zoom out. There we go. So we've got...
Schutz. When you and I were hanging out last night,
there we go.
Maze pointed out that there was a time that I started laughing and it just got progressively more and more maniacal or evil. And her chat was commenting.
All right.
Do you remember what I was laughing at?
So, there we go. The evolution of the crocheted rose.
It was when you and I were just hanging out.
Oh. Let's see. Sorry.
Because I don't remember.
I want to try apple one and ran out of those two. Oh, okay. When I run out of those two flavors. Nice. Okay. That does sound pretty good. Let's see. Sorry about that. Internet went out again. Oh, no problem. Welcome back. I only see 2023. Yeah, okay. It's cute. Thank you very much. So, yeah. That was pretty cool to see the different rose motifs through the decades. Nearly, well, century for one. So, yeah. This is just such a cute little rose. I want to figure out how they got it to curl like that.
Oh, is that
Now, the center is kind of...
Is that the one that you're comparing them to?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is the one from 1890, this one's 1950, and this is the one I just made. Oh, yay, okay. All right, Garbles. All right. We'll set this aside. Let's do the viewer granny square. Very, very carefully set that aside. Okay. All right. You get to pick from these colors. It is 4 rows. Let me put this hook away. Can I maybe do it next time? I can refund that to you, and you can redeem it again next time if you like. You want to do that? Do you want me to... I mean, I can remember it too. That's fine. We can absolutely do it next time.
Dude.
I'll remember. Okay, yeah. We can absolutely do that next time. No problem. Think about which colors you want. I know it is 11 p.m. here. So, yeah, we can do the... Yeah. Pardon me. Murder mystery. But yeah, what do you guys think, though, of this different evolution in pattern? What I mean, is that pretty neat, or is doing vintage crochet just weird and I shouldn't do it anymore? Let me know. Let me know what you think. But this was really cool. I was not expecting this pattern to be so similar to this pattern. So awesome. Thank you very much, True.
Infinite R&D budget.
Feel free to hang on to it and study it. Thank you. I would very much like to do that because I want to figure out how she got these little stitches. I can see on the last petal that it is single crochet, double crochet, and then treble crochets, just like I did on the last petals of mine. But somehow they got him to do like a little curve inside, which is really neat. Is it... Oh, is it a row of single crochets on top of double crochets? Maybe? I don't know. I'll have to study that a little bit more. But yes, super cute, super fun. I'm really enjoying doing these old patterns. It's really awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Really cool. Thank you. All right, I am enjoying figuring these older patterns out and seeing how they make the thing that they're supposed to make or what they even are making. The wheel one was so cool. Like I said, I have been testing that pattern out by just continuing it, and I think this looks like a hurricane. I think it looks really neat. So that one's been a lot of fun. I really, really like that one can just keep going and keep going and keep going. So, but we will try a different pattern, not next week, because next week is going to be just Thursday and it's going to be Lego. But we'll figure out what we'll do the following week. We'll probably either come out of this or I'll try to finish another project that I really should probably finish. Maybe work on the rest of that rainbow mandala shrug. I don't know. We'll see. But this was a lot of fun. This is really, really cool to see the different patterns through the decades. So, oh yes, it is murder mystery time. Yes. So, we'll leave those there. Let's get Big Cam up. Hello. All right. So we've got the Fatal Misstep, which was the intermediate. We have the Very Last Act from Advanced, and An Eye for Fashion from Sleuth. So,
Deep
yeah,
inhale,
definitely the mystery part, not just the murder.
deep exhale.
So we have A Fatal Misstep, The Very Last Act, and An Eye for Fashion. Fashion? Alright, True's going for Sleuth. It's got high heels. I don't know if you could see that. There we go. Alright. Let me pause la musique. Alright. Let's solve a murder. Or figure out what tipped off. I don't know. We'll see. An Eye for Fashion. Sheriff Trudy Conway stared at the murder victim sprawled on the floor in a spacious walk-in closet. A petite, attractive blonde dressed in a simple but stylish flower print dress and black patent leather pumps. A heavy brass candlestick lay on the floor beside her. Her name was Marlene Cox. She was 43. Uh-oh. Looks like someone's night out just got canceled, said Sheriff's partner. Sorry. That was pretty funny. Said the sheriff's partner, Deputy Troy Logan, as he entered the closet. Trudy shot him a disapproving look. Who all's downstairs? Trudy asked. Troy opened his notebook. The victim's husband, Gary, and her two best friends, Rachel Joss and Stella Duncan. Trudy nodded. Let's talk to the folks downstairs, see if they might know something. Marlene's husband was sitting at the kitchen table. He turned when he heard Trudy enter the room. Mr. Cox, Trudy began, I know this is a bad time, but I have some questions.
Yeah.
He nodded. Of course, and please, call me Gary. Okay, Gary, she said, sitting across from him. Now, when did you last see your wife alive? About 2 hours ago, he paused. That would be around 5:15 or 5:30. We were going out this evening to a barbecue at the home of our friends, Matt and Linda Turner. They share the same birthday and have a big bash every year to celebrate. I left early to help Matt get things set up. Marlene was here in the kitchen when I left. She said she was going upstairs to get ready for the party, and I told her I'd see her there. Was she driving herself to the party then? No, her friend Stella said she'd pick her up. Stella's in the other room, Gary said, nodding in the direction of the living room. Trudy walked into the living room. to where two red-eyed women sat on the couch, clutching tissues in silence. Stella? Trudy inquired. The one with short red hair and wearing purple gingham capris held up her hand. That's me. I understand you came over to pick up Marlene. Stella nodded. I came at 7 p.m., as arranged, but Marlene didn't answer the door. I called and sent her a text message and then tried the door, but it was locked. That's when I reached Rachel. Why did you call for Rachel? Trudy asked. I have a spare key, Rachel said. I live nearby, so Marlene and I have keys to each other's houses. I also called Gary, Stella said, to make sure Marlene wasn't with him. But I knew she wouldn't change plans without me knowing. She just wasn't the type. So when did you last see Marlene alive? Earlier today. We spent the afternoon at the spa. Trudy looked at Rachel. Did you join them? No, I had to babysit my granddaughter. Trudy turned back to Stella. Tell me about your afternoon. Stella nodded. We wanted to look nice for the party. We got facials, manicures, and pedicures. She waved at her sandaled feet. Marlene and I both got French tip mani-pedi. When did you leave the spa? Around 3 p.m.? All right, well, thank you, ladies, Trudy said, excusing herself and heading back upstairs. What do you think? Troy asked. Trudy looked down at Marlene's body. I think Marlene was murdered, and I know who did it. This was by M.J. McGovern. What tipped the sheriff off?
Thanks for somebody actually not being creepy here.
I think I know who did it too, but I will reread it because that's just what we do. All right. An eye for fashion. Sheriff Trudy Conway stared at the murder victim sprawled on the floor of the spacious walk-in closet. A petite, attractive blonde dressed in a simple but stylish flower print dress and black patent leather pumps. A heavy brass candlestick lay on the floor beside her. Her name was Marlene Cox. She was 43. Uh-oh, looks like someone's night out just got canceled, said the sheriff's partner, Deputy Troy Logan, as he entered the closet. Trudy shot him a disapproving look. Who all's downstairs? Trudy asked. Troy opened his notebook. The victim's husband, Gary, and her two best friends, Rachel Joss and Stella Duncan. Trudy nodded. Well, let's talk to the folks downstairs, see if they might know something. Marlene's husband was sitting at the kitchen table. He turned when he heard Trudy enter the room. Mr. Cox, Trudy began. I know this is a bad time, but I have some questions. He nodded. Of course, and please call me Gary. Okay, Gary, she said, sitting across from him. Now, when did you last see your wife alive? About 2 hours ago. He paused. That would be around 5:15 or 5:30. We were going out this evening to a barbecue at a home of our friends, Matt and Linda Turner. They share the same birthday and have a big bash every year to celebrate. I left early to help Matt get things set up. Marlene was here in the kitchen when I left. She said she was going upstairs to get ready for the party, and I told her I'd see her there. Was she driving herself to the party then? No, her friend Stella said she'd pick her up. Stella's in the other room, Gary said, nodding in the direction of the living room. Trudy walked into the living room where two red-eyed women sat on the couch, clutching tissues in silence. Stella? Trudy inquired. The one with the short red hair and wearing purple gingham capris held up her hand. That's me. I understand you came over to pick up Marlene. Stella nodded. I came at 7 p.m. as arranged, but Marlene didn't answer the door. I called and sent her a text message and then tried the door, but it was locked. That's when I called Rachel. Why did you call Rachel? Trudy asked. I have a spare key, Rachel said. I live nearby, so Marlene and I have keys to each other's house. I also called Gary, Stella said, to make sure Marlene wasn't with him, but I knew she wouldn't change plans without letting me know. She wasn't the type.
Have you ever tried to
So,
understand
when did you
children?
last see Marlene alive? Earlier today. We spent the afternoon at the spa. Trudy looked at Rachel. Did you join them? No, I had to babysit my granddaughter. Trudy turned back to Stella. Tell me about your afternoon. Stella nodded. We wanted to look nice for the party. We got facials, manicures, and pedicures. She waved at her sandaled feet. Marlene and I both got French tip mani-pedi. When did you leave the spa? Around 3 p.m. All right. Well, thank you, ladies, Trudy said, excusing herself and heading back upstairs. What do you think? Troy asked. Trudy looked down at Marlene's body. I think Marlene was murdered, and I know who did it. All right. So, what tipped the sheriff off? Who do you think did it? Gary did it because she's wearing pumps. She should be in sandals. Rachel and Stella both knew spa day and mani-pedis. Would she be wearing pumps if she just got a mani-pedi, though? I don't think she would, so I agree. I think the husband did it. Yep, I agree. Shall we find out? All right. First, the pairing of patent leather pumps with a sundress seemed odd. And why would Marlene get a pedicure, then choose a closed-toed shoe? The answer was that Marlene had been dressed after death by her husband. Gary and Marlene had argued, and Gary had struck his wife with the candlestick. To disguise the time of death, he dressed her for the party, then fled.
Yep, there we go.
Ooh.
Bye-bye.
Must have been one heck of an argument. Jeez. It's a bit extreme, don't you think? That was a pretty good one, though. Yeah? Dude man had no fashion sense. Yep, the mani-pedi thing absolutely gave it away for me, because I was like, there's no way she's wearing closed-toed shoes after getting her toes done. One, it could still have the chance of ruining the nail polish, and two, you kind of want to show that off, because it's fresh and new, and you just got it, and it's pretty, and you want to show everybody that you've got pretty toes. They wanted to look nice for the party. So, well, I know it's a little bit early, but I think I am going to call it here. It's been kind of a long week, so a little bit tired, but this has been fantastic. Remember that unless you're not satisfied with how it turned out, the French tip pedi I'm in, that's fair. But if you're not satisfied with it, then you probably could have gotten it fixed. You know, most of them are artists, so good morning and take care. Oh no, Millikins! Hi! It's good to see you. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you're doing well. Good morning to you. I know it's very early in the morning on Saturday for you. It's very late in the evening on Friday for me. Almost Saturday. So, thank you for popping in. Just woke up. Oh no. Well, here, I'll show you what I did. It's still pretty early in stream. So I have that vintage crochet book that I've been working out of, and this is what we made today. It's the vintage, it's the crocheted rose. This is how it turned out. And then we compared it to, so this was 1890. Then we compared it to this little rose that True's grandmother did in 1950s. And it is a very similar pattern. It's really cool to see the evolution from this 1890s pattern to this 1950s pattern. So very, very cool. And then I did my own translation of the pattern into this little one and then added a little leaf on it because I think a rose needs a little leaf. So we've got 1890, 1950, and 2020s. So that's what we did today. That's what we've been doing this week. To announce a little bit further also, next week I will not be streaming on Friday. I will be streaming on Thursday. And Thursday we're going to be doing a Lego set. Yay! I'm so excited. I am so excited for this. True and Resh were very kind and gave this to me, and this is my third ever Lego set, so I am super excited. I have only just started doing Legos, and these are super fun. So I like this one. It's the succulents. It's really cool. The ones I've done before are the bouquet of flowers and then the bonsai tree. So this one is right up my alley. So I'm really excited about it. Yeah, a bouquet of flowers. It's really cool. Let's see if I can get it down without knocking anything down. Yeah. So this is the bouquet of flowers. Here, I'll do big cam. There we go. Bouquet of flowers.
Actually, he doesn't often get to see that.
So, super fun, super fun. I'll get the bonsai tree. Give me just a second. Put those back. Sorry. Rawr.
Yeah.
Let's get... Oh, no.
Ponytail Hitler there is like
the bonsai tree. Ah! Alright, there's the bonsai tree. Very, very cool. And then, yeah, so we're going to do the succulents next Thursday.
I wonder if he,
and again, I will not be streaming next Friday, so this will be Thursdays, and Thursday is only next Friday. Or next week. So, yes, I'm very excited. Very excited. I've discovered this new love of Legos, and I'm glad to have the opportunity to make them. And it's really fun to make them on here, because definitely so many of you get so excited about it, which is awesome. I love it. So, all right. But yes, I know, I'm so sorry. You just got here, but I am going to be getting off for the night, for the weekend. I hope you all have an absolutely fabulous weekend. I really appreciate you being here and hanging out with me today, and popping in and saying hello. Thank you so much, Blue, for the gift of the subs. That was really awesome of you, and so kind.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are amazing. As always, thank you very much for hanging out with me. I will see you next week. Have a wonderful weekend and week if it's a long weekend for you. Have a good one. Relax. Take care of yourselves. And in the meantime, may your yarn never tangle. Bye.